One of my favorite inspirational quotes is by W. Chan Kim, who said, "The only way to beat competition is to stop trying to beat the competition." This might sound a little strange at first, but when I tell you that he was one of the co-authors to Blue Ocean Strategy, one of the most groundbreaking business strategy books published within the last years, it might ring a bell. Maybe you've heard about it or even read it. Competition can be extremely tough, often resembling warfare. Only fighting to beat competition weakens organizations. It makes them be driven by negative forces. This creates a sea of competition, a bloody environment of direct competition, a place where everyone fights for the same customer. It's time to seek towards new horizons. But how? Two main components are needed to do this. Real innovation, also called value innovation, an area we will discuss in the next steps. But first comes the other component, an overview map of the present situation. I call it a challenge and an opportunity map. In order to see in which direction the new horizons are, I have to know where I am and see the present situation. It's been said that often the greatest challenge facing an organization is recognizing and acting on opportunities rather than solving the problem. That's the reason why the challenge and opportunity map should not only be drawn up as a strategic tool, but also as a physical, graphical mapping of the present situation with competitors, their products, and the directions that the brand is moving in this bloody sea of competition. Clearly identify where the opportunities are, making the hidden obvious. And does it work? Yes, it does. Just in the past year, I have identified new horizons for our clients worth more than $4 billion. How's that? Because the marketplace is changing, and what a market report said 2 years ago might be totally obsolete today. Mark Twain said, "There's no security in life, only opportunity." And I have never worked with a brand where it wasn't possible to identify opportunities that could change it forever and position it in areas where competition was non-existing or absolutely minimal. Just to mention a few brands that has done this: Starbucks, The Body Shop, and Nokia. 25 years ago, almost unknown companies in the market that was already then a battlefield of competition. I know you will say Nokia didn't produce mobile telephones 25 years ago. No, they sold rubber tires and rubber boots, but clearly concluded that they wouldn't stand a chance in these waters. So they found a new, unique opportunity to produce mobile communication technology. And I'm sure that we cannot dispute its success today. Maybe you'll find it too big of a project to initiate today. So let me give you some small yet very powerful hints on how to start. For quite some time now, I've found both personally and as a company that a visualization board is of very high value. First, spend 2 hours by yourself collecting pictures and word that reflects where you want your brand to be and what values you want it to represent, the goals you want your brand to reach. Then share the values with your team and make them supplement your thoughts, building the perfect world for your brand. At first, it might sound strange that a board can do all this, but trust me, it is very powerful, as it in a positive way unites and materializes where you want the brand and your team to be. Another simple but very powerful tool is what I've called innovation positioning. Challenge your positioning from time to time. Not the product, not the brand, just the positioning. Ask yourself, does my customer see me, the brand, its products or services, the way that I want them to see it? What do I need to change in order to change their view and persuade them to stay or come back to me? Let me just conclude with one of my first revelations within the world of innovation and branding. Perception equals reality. Forget about how the world should theoretically or factually should look like. It is what your customers believe that becomes the reality. And if this does not fit with the brand's positioning, then the brand should urgently adapt innovation positioning, change everything to fit this perception. Think about the following quote: "Luck is a matter of preparation meeting opportunity." But how? This leads into the next point: real innovation.